as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
That's mine. Bring it.
First carry down for Jordan Howard. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This is Howard on second down. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And able to find Garcon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Let's go, let's go, come on.
On first down, Rodgers. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
We are going.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Let's go. Got it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he fires one, but incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Over the middle, open is Thomas. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but What a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And again, it's Rodgers. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Be ready, be ready. Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. Why Liz? Yeah, Liz. Who's at the end? Hey.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
4 down. Jump out.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. Now following the interception, here's Newton. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now the first running back drafted this year is Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Come on.
Now Newton on first down. Being chased out left. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's Newton now on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep here for Stills. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. O.J. Howard, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out come the Jags. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Newton again. Flush to his into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On first down, they run with Howard. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Wide open receiver complete. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Howard all alone in the backfield on second and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Howard all alone in the backfield on second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. To throw on second down is Newton. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Play action. It's Newton. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. A handoff to Barkley. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Newton on 3rd down. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They snap it to Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Rodgers now on first down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Over here.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Airing it deep for Garcon. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line, and we now proceed to the start of the second half. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
On the ball.
They fake the give. Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. pitch out to Howard. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
They go with Howard again. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Hey, check 26. Zoom. We are going. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers going to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
That's fine. Yeah. Hey, check 26.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Allen's got it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Rodgers now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. A give to Howard. He spins free. Another spin. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jordan Howard. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Zuerlein now for the PAT. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air, Newton on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can...
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jordan Evans in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's fielded at the 34. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jordan Howard, 50 yards. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Newton now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Come on.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary have really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt. 3-yard return, and the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Jumbo! Hey, take 26!
On 1st down, Rodgers. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On the ball. Gun.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Again, it's Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Rock now, Katie.
Hey, here I come.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Now Newton. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Switch. Hey, 88. Over. We are going.
On the toss play, Howard. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Single.
Jumbo!
Rodgers to throw on second down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Damon Harrison in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. To throw is Rodgers. Allen has it, left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Rodgers throwing here. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Rodgers to throw once more. And he whips that one incomplete there. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And again, it's Rodgers. He leaves this one for Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
It's 1st and goal after they rip off and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home game.